So, you've probably been thinking about joining Girl Attack Comp if you're on this video. Well, in this video, I just wanted to you know, tell you some tips and tricks before you join. Well, it's not really tricks; it's mostly just tips and stuff before you join. Now, why am I saying this? Because a lot of it, recently I've been getting into Girl Attack Comp. I actually got into Girl Attack Comp in like February. I think it was like February 22nd. It was somewhere in February during 20 to 27th, I think. And I stopped playing after a while. But yeah. So I'm just gonna give you some quick tips on some some tips to do before you join Girl Attack Comp. And number one is actually the most important one. And that is if you decide to do it like now or next year during January. Now the reason I'm saying this is because if you wanna like get in Girl Attack Comp and probably have an official team, best times when they're most active is during like spring and Christmas mostly. If you're and I'm talking about Girl Attack Comp. I don't know about Comp Girl Attack. I don't know about CGT, but I know in GTC uh they're they're mostly active during spring, Halloween, or just any time mostly. But they're mostly active during Christmas. And I actually want to say that the reason you could also start like comp next year or right now is because you'll have more time to practice. Now, why am I saying this? Because then you could just wait till Christmas. Once Christmas comes, or at least once they add the snow, comp, a lot of people will be into comp because they just got new headsets. And yeah, it's better to start early because you have more time to actually practice on like how good you are. That's actually a mistake I made. How I said I joined like February? Well, I did, but like I got off during February. Dang. Why can't I climb up? I think this year was a leap year. If it wasn't, then yeah, I don't know what time I got off, but I got off like the last days of February and got back on during April because it was my birthday at that time. And luckily, I have actually gotten way better. But like, if I started in like January, then yeah, I would have had a better start. And my second tip actually is play in hard lobbies, like play in competitive lobbies or minigames lobbies. Mostly minigames or competitive, because most people in default are still good, but like they're not that good. Now the reason I'm saying this is because you could be like me, and you could like challenging yourself. And if you do challenge yourself, and you eventually like get better, like you could do it every day. You don't have to, but you could. It would make you, and eventually one day you actually tag like 3 people in a competitive lobby, in a regular competitive lobby, like on the queues. Then yeah, you'll be good. Because most people in competitive lobbies are from Girl Attack Comp or comp Gorilla Tag. My third tip is to join GTC instead of CGT, but that one doesn't matter. You can join CGT. I just recommend GTC because they actually have like ranks. They have bronze 1 to 3, silver 1 to 3, gold 1 to 3, platinum 1 to 3, I think. Yeah, platinum 1 to 3, ruby 1 to 3, I think. I don't know. And then 1 sapphire, I think. And sapphires are obviously the best lobbies, and bronze are the worst lobbies. I don't want to say worst, but like also like people in sapphire lobbies are as good as TTT Pig and TTT Don and Mosa, and yeah, they're almost as good as them. And especially if they're on top, they're on the top 10 leaderboard. Cause there's a thing in Gorilla Tag Comp. There's a leaderboard in Gorilla Tag Comp. So yeah, if they're on top 10 leaderboard, that means they're actually good at the game. That means they're sapphire, and also they got way more MMR than a lot of other sapphires. Cause there's not even a lot of sapphires. I think there's like only like 25. I don't even know at this point, but there's not that much sapphires anymore. I mean, somehow YouTubers, not me, but like YouTubers that don't do Road to Sapphire, but do like just YouTubers in general usually make it to Sapphire very quickly, or they just make it seem quickly at least. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna stop yapping about that tip. Fourth tip: learn the craziest jukes. So if you want to do it, I'll learn jukes like just hopping up the leaderboard and getting on top of the roof, because a lot of people can't do that. Slide juke, a bunch of people could do that, but like not everybody. For some reason I can't do it in this copy. It's hard to do it in this copy. Even like the bounce juke, like doing, like if you're in like platinum lobbies, doing this is actually crazy, cause most platinums and a lot of other people will even forget that juke exists, cause that's actually a very old juke. So yeah, if you use old jukes mostly, then that's actually very good, cause a lot of people will have forgotten about them. And also you need to be, if you don't have to be, but you have to have actually a main, which is actually tip 5. Have a main, which isn't really a tip, but it's best to have a main. Now, what's a main? A main is like something, whichever thing you're good at, like jukes, ground. So like you're faster on ground than anything else. Scaling, you're faster at scaling than anything else. Branching, walls, Lucio, yeah. The three main things are just like wall, ground, and branches, and trees, but mostly branches. And the reason I'm saying that is because they're not the only 3 mechanics in Forest, but they're 3 of the most working mechanics in Forest. And just so you know, if you want to get into Gorilla Tag Comp and make a comp team, you can only do comp and Forest. Like if you're trying to get a rank, or if you're trying to do a scrim against another team, You can only do it in forest. If you're trying to get a rank, then yeah, if you leave forest, then you're not gonna get a rank. Well, at least you won't get a big rank, unless you already have a rank. Yeah, and if you're scrimming somebody, it can only happen in forest. You can't like scrim them in beach. You can scrim somebody in beach, obviously, in real girl tag, but like if you wanna do girl tag comp, type of scrim, then yeah, you need to only be in force. Also, just so you know, these aren't my real arms. This is in a girl tag copy called Project Moose, and the FOV is on this mod menu. See, I could play normal, but FOV just makes me look better at the game. But also, if I'm doing regular, then yeah, I'm way better at the game. See, look, with FOV, it's hard to lose, yo. Still do it, but it's hard. Now without FOV, can lose, yo. About right here. And I could keep on going. And that actually leads me to the next thing. Don't use mods. Just don't. Don't use mods in Gorilla Tag Comp. Because you actually can get banned in Gorilla Tag Comp. You won't get banned in Gorilla Tag, but you'll get banned in Gorilla Tag Comp. And even if you try to, just so you know, there's actually people keeping scores. It's not even actual people, it's bots. Gorilla Tag Comp has their own little bots that just sit and stump. And if you report the bot, you get banned. If you report the bot, you'll get banned from Gorilla Tag Comp. And if you use mods, I'm pretty sure the bot can detect it. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend using it. But there's a lot of Gorilla Tag YouTubers that have been using mods anyway, which makes it really unfair. Unless you're like friends with like a Gorilla Tag Comp team, like captain or whatever, and you're doing a scrim, yeah, and they like allow you do it, you might still get banned. If it's an official one, then yeah, you're definitely gonna get banned. If it's unofficial, then you might still get banned. But yeah. And here's something else. There's actually more than just the role to actually play. So if you want to use mods but you don't actually want to play, there's actually a mod. I don't know what it's called, but there's tutorials on how to get it. You can spectate every player from third person. And you could be a caster. So that means well, not really, but you could like record them playing. Like you could record them doing the scrim. So let's say I have third person. I'm gonna go see if I could enable it. Yeah, let me get this. I'm gonna go see if I could enable it. Oh. Alright, so yeah, for some reason it's not working, but I do have a camera mod that actually can do it, so let's do this. So yeah, it won't do it exactly like this, but it will make it something like this. I wouldn't press A. Well, At least on this camera mod. Anyways, let me just. Alright. So yeah, like act like there's taggers right there, and I'm with the team. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, runners run," and you can actually spectate everybody. You can spectate the lava monkeys, the runners. Yeah. Like, look, act like I'm in. Act like I'm in something. Obviously, people would have caught me by now. But let's say people didn't. Yeah, it would be like this. You can see them Lucio from third person. You can see how they run. So they could be funny running. You can see them do this. I don't know if you can see if they're using a mod menu, because if you can, yeah. In this third person, yes, you can, but I don't know about that. Boom. Let's go in the tree. Woo. Not all of them do this type, but most of them do. And there's also I don't remember what it's called, but it's to like, oh yeah, referee. So there's a referee role, which means you time everybody, like you time taggers and runners. That means you'll be like probably up here or something. You time them, and yeah, I don't know what else you do with it, but I know you do other things as referee. I don't really have a lot of other tips and stuff, and there's a bunch more rules, but I don't remember what they're called. Ah. Crazy day. Okay. Just so you know, yeah, this is not regular girl tag, so yeah. I don't know what to say now. Bye bye.